And we are recording. Welcome everybody to mine, Thomas and Celeste's new podcast called Writers After Dark. I am not your host. The three of us are. This is gonna be fun. Announce yourselves. Clarify.
Thomas Hunt right here.
Celeste Ross.
So what we're doing is once a week on Fridays, we're bringing all of you. We're gonna have conversations about everything scary, spooky, horrific, psychological thriller, and suspenseful. Everything from freaking the Serbian dancing lady to the Hostel movies. And did Stephen King do cocaine while he wrote it? Everything. It's that's the point of this. It's fun. It's only going to be like a half hour each episode, just so everybody knows who's watching. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I already feel like I'm like this is my podcast. I feel terrible. Zoe or Celeste, you said I'm not editing. I'm not editing shit.
You can call me whatever.
Okay. Celeste, you said that you wanted the first episode to be about Saw.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched Saw for the first time in probably 3 years, right before doing this. And Saw was directed by James Wan.
Mm-hmm.
And it was released October 29th, 2004. It was made on a budget of $1.2 million. And in the box office, it made $103 million. Which is amazing.
And you know, half the budget probably just went to Cary Elwes because he's freaking like that's their A-list star.
That's true.
You're talking about the doctor who played Lawrence, right?
Yeah, Dr. Gordon.
Okay, who do you guys? Because I always, when I watched that today, and I felt like I was more like Adam, which I don't know how to feel about that.
Okay.
Adam's the one who's like, he's like, there's a cigarette in there, and he's like, yeah, and he's like, let me get it, and he's like, you don't know what could be in it, and he's like, sweet cancer.
Right.
That's something I would say. What do you guys think about the movie and the whole franchise as a whole?
I mean, we're big Saw fans. We always have been. I have like the theme on my MP3 player, like a couple different versions of the theme because it's that fucking good. The theme at the end.
Yeah, I started a thing a long time ago where everyone's always listening to Christmas music. So I decided that I wanted to listen to Halloween music. So I listened to creepy music around that time of year.
Mm-hmm.
And I always pull out some iteration of the Saw theme because it is classic. And I love it as a franchise. A lot of people hate on it because of
we're talking about the one in the end when John stands up.
Oh, you're talking about the doom, the like impending doom.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so good. And you know, actually, after Saw 10, the composer that did that song officially beat John Williams's Star Wars run with the same theme being used for like the amount of movies.
Holy shit.
At least I think.
But
I know that.
The thing that I like about
because you got to think there's all those Saw movies plus Jigsaw plus Spiral that it was used for.
Oh. What did you guys think of the one with Chris Rock in it?
You know, we saw it once in theaters. I remember not like hating it, but it was just different enough where I'm like,
My biggest beef with it is that they left it open to make more, and then it just didn't do very well, so they just didn't make more. That was my biggest beef. I wanted to see more. I was intrigued.
I think that Spiral, the one with Chris Rock in it, I think it would have been better as a standalone and not in the Saw universe, but as like its own standalone. Like they're looking for a serial killer.
Not even try to make it part of the universe, like just it's completely its own thing.
Yeah, I think it should have been its own thing. kind of like Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. I think that should have been its own movie. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
I've not seen that one.
New episode coming up soon.
This whole podcast is going to be just you recommending us movies because you've seen a lot more.
I have some like discussion questions about Saw that like they bug me. It bugs a lot of fans because throughout the franchise we know John as somebody who is you can't call him a good guy, but he has a purpose, and he always gives everybody a chance to live. He wants you to fight. He wants you to show yourself and show him like how much do you want to live, because he has had his life taken away through cancer. He's had his family taken away through the loss of his child, and so he sees people that don't appreciate their life, and he's like, show me how much you want to fucking live. And I'm gonna put you through all this shit. Okay, but here's the thing. In the first one, a lot of people feel like we see a little bit of a different John. Like, did the John that we know and love, was he really going to let Dr. Gordon's wife and child like be killed? Like, was he really going to do that? Was Amanda secretly like supposed to be watching Zep and she didn't because Amanda had her own thing? And also
I feel like your test would have to do with you not having to talk for a certain amount of time.
Also, people don't like that the guy who was in Amanda's test, the one that she had to cut open, he never had a chance to live. There was no way for him to live. Like it was just Amanda's test. So the question is like, does that go against Jigsaw's character, or do we feel like, does he only care about the person being tested, and everybody else who's just a pawn, it doesn't matter so much if they die, but the one who's being tested, that's the one that he wants to really give a chance to? Like what are your thoughts on that?
Well, everybody says that John Kramer, Jigsaw, isn't has never killed anybody, and it's like,
not with his own hands, right?
If you watch Saw, the part when Danny Glover, once him and the other cop are in the warehouse, and they actually pretty much find, they find the doll, that creepy freaking doll on the tricycle. John Kramer walks into the warehouse, and they hold him at gunpoint. And when he's on like his knees, the one guy is trying to shoot the mechanism so that they can unlock the person from the trap they're in. While that's happening, John's like, I'm so sick of you people like not appreciating life. And then he has this blade come out of his, like, he's got like a blade attached to his wrist, and and he cuts Danny Glover's throat. But Danny Glover doesn't die right there.
Right.
But he doesn't know if how deep the wound was.
Right.
So in that one time he did, technically try to kill somebody. It was to keep himself from getting in trouble. But I will say this. The one thing I do like about Jigsaw is he gives people, while giving them scars that they will never heal from, it's he like makes it to where they fight for their life, to where they want to live, and they didn't appreciate the life that they had.
Right. It's like that suicidal guy when he's like, if you really wanted to die, you just got to do nothing. Like, show me that you are, like, how much do you want to live? Ask yourself how much you want to live. Because if you really want to die, just sit there and do nothing.
And then you find out Adam, the guy that's in the room with Dr. Gordon. You find out that Adam was paid by Danny Glover's character to take pictures of Dr. Gordon when he was having an affair on his wife. And that's why he was in the garage with him.
I think that hit home for John, because John like basically lost his chance at having a family when his child died. So he's like, this motherfucker has a family, like a beautiful wife and child, and he's doing this. Like, Come on.
Now the first time you saw the cover of Saw, because I can't remember. I in 2004, I think it was already on DVD. I think VHS was kind of by the wayside. When I saw the the foot and the arm and all that stuff on the cover, that scared the shit out of me, because I was like, just becoming a teenager, and my dad, he rented that from the store. And when from Blockbuster, God, I miss Blockbuster. My dad rented it, and my mom's like, we're not watching that, and we all ended up watching it. And I was like, just just becoming a teenager,
right.
And I fucking loved it. I can definitely say it scared me back then.
I think you can just chalk it up to, oh, it's just gore. But I think the reason why it has the fan base that it does is because it's more than that. Like, there is a deeper story to it. And I think that is like half the appeal to it. But also, what are your thoughts on Amanda as a character? Because I have a lot that I could say about Amanda.
She's my second favorite, probably, character in the series. I mean, John, probably.
John?
Well, I don't know. It's between the two of them.
Is Amanda a final girl?
Amanda?
Yeah.
Do you not remember what happens to Amanda?
No, I know.
No,
I know what happens to her. I'm saying some people wouldn't consider her a final girl because she becomes friends with the person who put her in that situation. So is she a final girl, or because she gets put in the situation in one of his traps more than once?
Well, the second one, she was there to be like his inside person. Like, she was never gonna die in the second one. She was there as his inside person.
I gotta see the second one. I should have watched all 10 movies.
But by the third one, she is manipulating traps and actually setting people up to die, which is it's the complete opposite of John, who's trying to give everybody a chance to live and fight. But then you got to think of like why. And I think with Amanda, I think she did care for John. I think she did have that relationship and friendship with John. I think Amanda's thing is, I think she just got a God complex, because I think that just having that control over life and death, I think it just got to her, and she just started to just feel like God, just controlling everyone's life and death. I also think that her being a survivor, like her being like the first person to ever survive a saw trap, like she had a bear trap around her head and she did all of that, and she lived with like a second to spare. So she thinks she's hot shit. She's untouchable. Like, anybody who survives that would feel like nobody can tell you shit after that,
She's also, because his whole thing is that he's using the traps to try to change people. What makes her so interesting is that she's been in multiple traps and she still hasn't changed by the end of it. That's what makes her such an interesting character. She's like contrary to everything that he's setting up. And he even gives her what she needs to do what he's doing, but she doesn't do it. She's proof that what he's trying to do doesn't always work. And I think that's really interesting.
And if you don't remember, she's the one who fucked Adam over, because it doesn't show it in the first one, but it shows it in like
the second one,
the second or third one. That maybe it's the third one.
I think it's the end of the second one. I can't remember.
I don't know, but she was supposed to secure the key for Adam so he can get out. And in the end of the first one, John gets up and he's like, "Oh, key's in the tub," and then he remembers, "Oh, the key went down the drain." It's because Amanda fucked him over. She didn't secure the key.
Oh,
you see in the first movie is the key going down the drain, and she did.
Yeah, that's in the beginning of the movie. And then he remembers it at the end.
That's the first thing that happens, and that was Amanda.
Yeah, she was killing people. She wasn't giving them a chance to get. Some people like did what they were supposed to do and still died because she was just
so I guess the question is, do the background people who didn't get a chance, like the guy in Amanda's test, like Dr. Gordon's kids, like assuming that like was he really gonna have them killed? We don't know. But if he was, like, does that go against John's character, or are we just like assuming that he only really cares if you're being tested?
What's the one thing I really got to know? What's your guys' favorite trap in Saw, the first one?
Oh, the whole franchise?
No, just the first movie.
I mean, there's only a couple of them in the first.
I know,
one.
but there's my favorite one is the barbed wire, that cage of barbed wire the guy's got to get through.
Yeah.
I think Amanda's pretty crazy because
Amanda's is iconic. Like when you think of Saw traps, you think of Amanda.
The reverse bear
trap. Oh yeah, the bear trap, that like bear trap thing on her freaking head.
Yeah, like she's watching the video of the bear trap on like a mannequin, and then like when it goes off, the head just like explodes.
Yeah, it's styrofoam and it just rips into pieces. I loved it. I love that.
In the whole franchise, it's gotta be this is gonna sound so like gnarly, but it's and I love the third. Honestly, the third one is probably my favorite. With that guy that just everybody who he's facing are people that had something to do with his kid's death, right, in some way or another. And there's one that like keeps getting like piled on with like guts, it's and like it is being buried.
Oh yeah.
Was that the judge? Is that the judge that's being buried?
It's either a judge or an attorney.
Because I think the guy who actually hit him was the one that was in the twisty thing. So that's the guy. Mm-hmm. So I think whoever was in the one that was being buried by the guts, he was maybe the judge or the attorney, like had something to do with him getting off, like that with the killer or the guy who did the hit and run getting off. But that one is super gnarly and gross. But that one stands out to me.
Do you guys remember the one where the guy well, one of my favorite ones is the newer one where they get their eyes suctioned out of their fucking head.
Oh, that's the 10. It's got to be 10.
Yeah,
that was the cover with the suction. Yeah.
Oh, that was so painful. But one of my favorite, I have two that really get to me. The one where she's got the things on her ribs and she's got to put her hand on the acid to get the key. That really got to me.
Amanda Rigg.
Was that the one that? Because it breaks open and it kills her after she gets it, right? Yeah, it doesn't work. So that's the one that Amanda Rigg.
The way it opened up was crazy.
There's actually the one with the pendulum. The guy's got his hands in that thing that keeps crushing his hands, and this pendulum keeps swinging down lower and lower and cuts him right in half. That one really got to me. But there was the one where the two guys are in this thing and it's in public.
That's the Sevens one? Yeah.
But they're in public.
The girl was cheating on them. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she's cheating on them. And they both decide, fuck her.
Right.
And they let her die. I love that so much.
And they're like, we don't. Oh yeah, I get it. Yeah.
The two things I can think of are like the ending of like two of the movies, and like the one is like where the chick has to stay alive that's working on him, or else like or Amanda dies or something like that, and like the way that all plays out is just crazy. But also like it's the end of the third one. But also the one where like the detective, like there's like the walls coming in or something happens, and like the guy like thinks that he's putting the detective in the trap, but actually the trap is the safe place, and then the walls come in. And he's just on the ground.
Yo, I lost my mind when I saw that part.
Yeah, that was insane.
Oh man, talking about Saw gets me so energized.
I love throughout the franchise the little moments where like the timeline is like part of the twist.
That's the second.
Like in the second one, like everything that he's saying happened like hours ago. Mm-hmm. And then he thinks it's live, but it's not. And then like the third and the fourth one taking place at the same time. So those little moments where like the timeline is the twist. Like, this isn't actually happening now, or like these two things are actually like going on at the same time. And
see, I love the franchise as a whole because of the twists. Like with like Jason and Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger and all these other things, you can kind of see how the plot's going to unfold, and maybe they figure out some kind of plan to do stuff. But what makes the Saw movies so fun, in my opinion, is you're trying to figure it out the whole movie, but then you realize that there's something you don't know, and the theme song starts playing, and then it starts unpacking what you missed and starts making sense out of everything. And dude, it makes my heart like flutter, it gives me goosebumps,
and
it is such
it's like
cool
the little
thing.
moments too. Like that's always what you miss. That. It's always
John
Kramer is one of the smartest horror icons of like, he's on Hannibal Lecter level, but the thought process behind writing the movies is just so
that's true
top tier that's why I love them. I don't look so much for the gore. Like we were talking before you started recording about like how graphic it can be. I don't even care. I look away during some of the stuff, but that's not why I like it. I like it for those when that theme song starts playing and you just get goosebumps. I love that.
Sometimes when I'm watching those movies, I get so happy I want to torture myself, and I'll be like, just rip my freaking teeth right out of my mouth.
You can do that. You can do that repeatedly.
No, I just literally rip my tooth right out of my mouth. The blood stopped because I put it back in there. My favorite part of Saw is Saw 10. When it's not my favorite Saw movie, but my favorite part is that shows John's humanity. Is a kid gets put in one of his traps, and so does John in the same trap, and he's got to pull this lever, and if he pulls the lever, the oil spills on John's face, and he gets like drowned in oil. And if the kid moves the lever his way, the kid gets the oil on his face. And John forces the oil to stay on his side so that John gets it, not the kid. That gives him so much humanity. I loved it. I don't know if you guys remember that scene.
Yes, I do now that you mentioned it. But my favorite part of Saw 10 is like when Amanda finally shows up. That's when I got goosebumps.
Yeah,
she's there.
Amanda.
I love Amanda.
Well, I also what was really cool about Saw 10 is we got to see how would John do in one of his own traps. Like, how would he handle a taste of his own medicine? And he handled it. He did it. Like,
John Kramer is a badass. Do we know how old he is in like his character? Does it ever say?
He's got to be.
I'm sure he says it. He's also has cancer.
Well, yeah, that's true. So. He's not. Looking, he's got freaking cancer. Yeah. And in the flashbacks, they just gave him a backwards hat. Like
that is my favorite thing. They didn't even try to CGI him or make him up, or they just put a hat on him. Like
they just gave him a backwards hat, and they're like, "This is you younger."
Yeah, I still choose to believe that with the Solo movie, they should have just put Harrison Ford in there and just pretended he was younger. That movie would have done twice as good. Don't even address it, right? Yeah, because that's basically what Saw did, and everyone was fine with it. It's actually revered because of that.
Yeah.
You looking up his age?
It says the fictional character known as the Jigsaw Killer, John Kramer from the Saw franchise, was 52 years old at the time of his death.
At the time,
pretty young for.
At the time of his death. Okay.
And what's still crazy is that even though he dies, he has everything so figured out that it keeps going. So much so that the people that think that I
didn't realize he dies in Saw 3.
Yeah. Yep.
And
but he had plans for other people to take over, and then Saw 4 happens at the same time as Saw 3. So there's like a little.
I love that.
There's a little bit of
That's what I love. It's the Saw universe. Like this started when I was like a teenager. Now I'm in my like mid-30s. And it's still going. Like, I know they're making another Saw.
Are they?
Are they? This is news to me. I'm excited about this stuff. I'm happy to hear.
I mean, sometimes you got to know when to end it, though. I mean, come on then.
Yeah, Spiral was an indicator.
Yeah, Saw 11 is. Wait, hold on a minute.
How are we on here talking about a franchise we love, and then you find out there's another one and you get mad about it? Come on now.
Well, sometimes a franchise has to know when to just stop, though. Like, don't overstay your welcome.
So far, I'm happy with it. Spiral
does say Saw 11. Wait. Some things say that it's been canceled. Other things say that they're making one. And then other things say that they were making one. Then there were creative differences with the writers and that they stopped making it.
I don't think there needs to be another one. I think sometimes you gotta know when to just let a franchise just end and just leave it at what it is.
I hope that Fast Forever is the last Fast and Furious movie.
Are they still fucking making Fast and Furious movies? Oh
Yes,
my
they
god!
are.
Let
I
it
like them, but they're so unrealistic. But they're just funny to watch.
stop it.
They got to stop at a certain point. It becomes too much.
Yeah, the freaking put it out of its misery. Come on.
I
don't like a series that doesn't know when to end.
Yeah. What I like the most about, I think it's Saw 2, when there's a bunch of people in the game.
Yes.
Together.
They all start off together, yeah.
Some of the people in the game are bad people who mean harm to the other people. That's what I liked about that one. It was like the actual traps really weren't the worst part. It was the people that they were in there with.
Yeah, because everyone in that trap has something to do with the guy's son, because he is the one that put them all in jail. Then the kid's in there. So once they figure out that he's related to the kid, that was the kicker.
Right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's the second one is crazy.
I just made the weirdest fucking look. I was like, that's right.
Yeah, that's the face you make when you're watching Saw 2 and you realize what's going on.
It's like, holy shit.
Speaking of horror,
my cat is scaring the shit out of me. She's behind me making all this noise in the dark.
I was gonna say, speaking of horror franchises overstaying their welcome, Scream.
I will say this. I liked Scream 7. I think that's the one they just came out with. I did like that. I didn't like the ones without Neve Campbell in it.
That's why Scary Movie made fun of it.
Yes.
My opinion is,
you're like, I don't like Scary Movie 6.
No, I don't like any of the scary movies, but
how dare you?
My opinion on Scream is I love Scream. It should have been one and done. The fact that there's 7 movies is fucking ridiculous. Like that many people are freaking putting on this costume and trying to kill the same person. Like, it's just ridiculous at this point. It was supposed to be one and done, and it would have been perfect. These are 2 psychotic teenagers that have seen too many scary movies, and they're just trying to. Okay, well, as they say, the movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative. That's what they say.
I say you need to rob and hunt her.
What?
What?
You just need to rob and hunt her.
Right. Oh, just write it?
No. You guys don't get what I'm saying. You need to rob and hunt her. You guys don't get what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure.
You're using the names.
I'm corny, okay? I'm very corny.
Right.
I'm older than both of you, so I'm corny.
Hey, no, you're not.
You said you were a teen. You were becoming 38. A teenager.
Oh, that's right. What so you're really 38?
Yeah.
You have 4 years on me.
Yeah, I was halfway through high school when the first Saw came out. I watched the first Saw movie with my high school girlfriend.
I'm 32.
In my junior year.
I thought you were 31. Oh.
32.
And Hunter's 38. Wow.
Crazy.
God. I feel like I'm getting old. I'm still a young boy. I'm a real boy.
Gray in my beard.
So yeah.
That's where I'm at.
So yeah, the first
getting that too. It's horrible.
So yeah, the first Scream is perfect. It is what it was supposed to be, but beyond that, it's just getting ridiculous. It's supposed to be one and done.
It's too forced.
And also another thing that was supposed to be one and done. Y'all might hate me for this. Final Destination. Come on. One and done. One and done.
Oh, come on. Those movies are good. They keep making cool new stuff.
And done. Final Destination.
At least the first three are all gold.
Okay, I like the third one with the roller coaster.
The second one has
it was fun,
the second one is revered as like the best.
We're never gonna agree on this one.
No, the best car.
I love Final Destination.
The second one.
Name
a better car crash than Final Destination.
I love the first one, but come on, one and done.
I love all 7. I think there's 7. I own all. Do you guys own all the Saw movies, like every one of them on DVD?
Yes, and Final Destination, I think.
No, we don't own the 10th one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we need Saw 10. So we did.
I own Saw 10. I would send it to you, but then I wouldn't own it anymore.
No, I mean we can find it.
Now that we know now that I know we need it, we will have it.
It's like $5 on Amazon. But
I like physical copies.
Well, but yeah, I love the Saw franchise because people try to say, some people, it's torture porn. That's all it is. Yes, it kind of is torture porn a little bit.
That's not all it is.
But it has plot. It has twists that you do not see. It teaches you to appreciate life. Because you know that if you were really in one of those traps, you would be like, oh my God, like, I'd rather die than be in the trap, and I don't want to die.
Right.
Like none of us truly know how we would handle it being in one of those traps.
Yeah.
Until we're actually in it. That's what I like about those movies. It's like it's terrifying. The thought of being in one of those.
Now, the point of Saw is that John had a revelation because of a life or death situation that he lived through, and he used that to help people. Now, his method of helping people,
He didn't live through cancer.
Well, that's not why he died, but the point of the movie is
how did John die? I forgot.
The guy in the third one, somebody.
Cut his throat.
Basically gets cut with a medical tool.
But
he dies from a saw.
But it killed the woman because she was connected to John. Where if he died, she died. But the guy didn't know that. Remember? The guy didn't know that.
Vaguely. Yeah.
But the Saw movies.
I should have watched all the Saw movies. I just watched the first one, so it's like I haven't watched these since my daughter was born because it's just it's like, when can I watch this and not get yelled at by my wife?
Yeah.
Oh, those movies are so good, man. I am so happy when I first saw Saw. Everybody used to say, have you saw Saw yet? When I first watched Saw, I never thought there was going to be a sequel. In fact, everybody I remember made jokes about how they made a movie about two guys in an abandoned room who cut their feet off with a saw. How scary could it be? And it's this just global phenomenon now of just this big.
I think it started out as like a low budget indie horror. And nobody would have imagined that it would be what it is.
Oh God, no.
Right.
It you know what I wish would have taken off like the Saw movies, Blair Witch.
Blair Witch was okay. That one was
good. It was okay.
That was also one and done. One and done.
Fair enough, but I think they should have showed the witch. They never fucking showed her.
Well, you know what? You know what? I get it, but also it's like sometimes not seeing it and leaving it to your imagination can almost be scary. Like Paranormal Activity, you don't see it, but like what you're imagining, and when you're watching Paranormal Activity, it's like sometimes it's okay to just leave it to imagination. But I mean, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
it's like the shark in Jaws. They only show it for like 2 minutes of the entire movie, and people are terrified of the water now.
Yeah.
I was that kid up until like for Jaws, it was like up until still actually. I have an intense fear of going in pools by myself.
Pools?
Pools. Pools. Pools.
Why?
Just what if I'm in the pool and I'm swimming and all of a sudden I see a fin and a shark comes up and eats me? It's just this intense paranoia I get going in a pool. Like I literally, like my daughter will be like, "Daddy, come in the pool with me," and I'll be like, "All right, I'll come in the pool." And then
if it's Florida, there might be an alligator.
He's saying pools.
Yeah, if I go in the pool and then
I know. In Florida, there might be an alligator in your pool. It happens.
Oh my God. I live in New York State, hopefully not. But yeah, if I'm in the pool and my daughter's in the pool, I'm fine. I'm not scared. If my daughter leaves the pool, my 7-year-old daughter leaves the pool, I jump out. It's this thing about being in a body of water, even if I can see everything in it. It's just this thing about being in it that, like, what if something's in here all of a sudden? Or I start thinking about that, and it's, even though I know nothing's there, it terrifies me.
See, I love swimming, and I am like in my element when we're in a pool. We just went swimming like recently and a couple times, and I love being in the water. However, I acknowledge that we are not aquatic creatures, and if something is in the water that wants to hurt us, they are equipped to take us down.
They're in their element, we're not.
That is the truth of it, and so I respect that. So if I'm in a pool, I'm fine. If I'm in a body of water where I cannot see what's around me, I do not like that, because I've had things hit me in the leg when I'm swimming in lakes and stuff, and I don't know what they are, and I don't like it. I've been on a boat, like swimming with a life vest on, and then I see snakes going into the water on the shore. I'm not getting back in the water. I watched it happen. Like, I know they got in there with us. I was like, no, I'm done. but
man,
not an irrational fear. I watched them get in the water with us. I had a problem with that.
Sharks.
I do not swim in natural bodies of water. I don't mind boating and skiing and stuff like that. I'm gonna get in there and hang out.
I love cruises, but I don't want to get off the cruise ship. Oh God. Oh, that terrified me.
Because
that's the alarm for the 30 minutes.
Oh really?
Oh
yeah, it scared the shit out of me.
I was gonna say I don't do lakes because leeches. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, those suck. They should have had a leech trap in Saw.
Did they not?
I don't know.
I don't remember every trap.
There's so much stuff that they did. Right. They may have it. We're just forgetting about it.
I wonder how many traps they had all together throughout all 10 movies. I really wonder.
Oh, I'm sure you can Google it.
I'll have to. How many traps were in all the Saw franchise? I'm gonna check that quick.
Yeah.
Because I gotta find that out.
73 to 78 traps across the entire franchise, including the 10 main films and Spiral. The slight variance in count comes from whether minor games and test devices are categorized as full-scale death traps.
73 and 78.
That's correct. That's over 7 a movie.
That is nuts.
Well, I guess not if you count Spiral, right?
Counting Spiral.
Wait, not counting Spiral or counting Spiral?
That was counting Spiral. It was because there were some minor things that were in some of the movies that may or may not be able to be classified as a trap because they were small tests. So was that a trap or not? I don't know. Like the one, I wonder if this is one of the things where he catches the guy that hurts his wife, and like he puts him in the thing with the knives in the face. Like, was that a trap or I don't know. That was rough.
So I guess if you want to be really safe, I guess just say 73, but whatever. Like 73.
Almost 80.
73 proper traps.
Over 70, almost 80.
Right.
I love Saw so much. Oh man, it is so much fun to watch those. Like, those are the movies that I can sit down no matter what mood I'm in and watch them. Like, every one of them I enjoy. Like, even if I'm depressed, if I put on Saw, I'm like, well, at least I'm there in their position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the soundtrack and listen to it.
Wait, there's a Saw soundtrack?
Well, every movie has a soundtrack. But find the theme song and just listen to it randomly. There's different iterations of it from each movie. Some of them build on each other. And the first one, it's a Hello Zep, because that's when the first time you hear the theme song is when you get his tape and it's like Hello Zep. And then you're like, oh, I thought he was the guy the whole time, but he's in a test too.
Yeah.
It's the name of the song in the first one. Just look up Hello Zep on YouTube and you'll see it.
The first time I ever watched Saw, for like the first half of the movie, I thought the doll was a person in a doll costume.
You thought what?
I thought that doll with the weird things on his face. For like the first half of that movie when I was a little kid, I thought that was a person in a doll outfit.
You know what? A lot of people probably think that because the mouth.
Yeah, and that he'd like take the thing off once, like at the end of the movie, and it'd be like some really skinny, short guy.
Does the mouse move, or is that like a Mandela effect? Am I crazy?
The what? Yeah, the
the Jigsaw doll.
The doll does move, but it's like motorized.
No, I was gonna say, like, does the mouth move when the doll?
Yeah, yeah,
because it's a puppet type thing.
Yeah,
right.
It moves.
But I don't think that's like like that far fetched of a thought to have, especially like younger.
Yeah. Oh man, I used to watch those movies like crazy. Now I have a kid, and I can't as much. It drives me nuts.
You gotta rewatch them.
Huh?
Now you got to rewatch them. Watch them all.
Yes, I do. I got to rewatch every one of them and have my brain re-traumatized. It'll be great. But yeah, the Saw franchise, it is not just torture porn. There is story behind it.
An amazing.
That's what I love about it.
Amazing plot twist. That is why I love it.
And
yes. I feel like if you watch them from the first one all the way to the 10th one, it probably goes together so good that it's like, holy shit. I've never watched them all back to back. That'd be like,
we've done that a lot of times. We've had many marathons.
Yes.
But you know what you should do? Because you're watching the whole thing again, you need to watch. What?
Chronologically?
You need to watch.
What is the chronological order for Saw?
The 10th one takes place either between the 3rd and 2nd or between the 1st and 2nd. I think the 10th one might.
Look up chronological order. What is it?
It goes Saw, Saw 10, Saw 2, Saw 3 and 4, Saw 5, Saw 6, Final Chapter, Jigsaw, and Spiral.
So watch Saw 10 next. That's like chronologically.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
And
which
then,
makes sense because of what happens to Amanda happens in the third one, so it has to happen before.
And then Saw 2, and then Saw 3, and then
I love it when they do that.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh, it's so good. That movie, that is like a classic franchise. I wonder what people are gonna think in like 30, 40 years when they look back on Saw.
They're probably gonna do what we do now and be like, man, like why aren't movies as good as they used to be?
Yeah, seriously.
They're not. That's
there are some I think that are better. Like I like Obsession.
I was just gonna say Obsession, yeah.
Well, what I've been saying about Obsession is I think Obsession was as good as it was because it's an indie film.
Yeah.
And you can tell that everybody was giving 100% and everybody was actually passionate about the project versus studio Hollywood.
Exactly, yeah.
They just feel soulless. They really do. Like it's just a cheap, soulless money grab. They have no love for the project. It's all about a check. And that's fine. Wanting money is fine. I mean, we all gotta eat. But you can tell when that's the main reason why they're doing this is the check. And then you can tell when the main reason is just the love of doing a project. Like you can feel it.
That's how Saw felt. Like they weren't working with a lot of money,
right.
And they were giving it their all. And I feel like the script rewrites on that movie were probably nuts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I loved it. Saw franchise was great. Oh man!
Like for an episode of this. I love talking about this.
We'll have to talk about what the next episode is going to be, and then this will be out Friday. So if you're watching it, it's Happy Friday.
Woo!
Wait, every other Friday we have the kids.
Well, he's posting it on Friday. It's not Friday.
Yeah,
right?
it'll be up Friday. I figured. So the reason I picked Monday to do it is because you don't work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I figured that'd be like easier for you.
Yes.
I work tomorrow.
But I also can work sleep deprived. I am running on 4 hours of sleep. That's why when I was reading your book, I had to take a nap. I was reading on 4 hours of sleep. That don't work. I did up, but I can't. Like once I started reading, I was like, oh, I'm really tired. I can't do this.
Yeah. All right. I say we wrap this up. This is I enjoyed this episode of Writers After Dark.
Yep, talking about stuff that's not our books, which is fun.
Yes, it is fun. I really enjoy it. It makes me feel like less of a narcissist by talking about other people's work.
We're all geeking out together.
Right.
And the backgrounds of where we are right now. Like I don't you probably can't tell, but it is like pitch black in my basement besides this little light.
What would be really cool with ours is it was still daylight when we started, because there was light coming through the curtains behind us, but there's not now. So like it got dark during the video.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, the only reason why we have light on right now is because of the screen next to us. Like if I turn my screen off, like this is how dark it is in our room. Right now.
You can't see shit.
I have the second monitor on, just giving us like background light. It's kind of cool.
That is creepy. I loved it. It was good.
Good stuff, man.
Thank you everybody for watching us again. This was a lot of fun, and join us back next week for the spooky and the scary and just whatever you can think of.
Whatever rolls off the tongue.
Yes, go watch the Saw franchise, but not when there's kids around, unless you're a bad parent, and then I guess you should watch it when there's kids around.
Right on. All right. Good night, everybody.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Yep. See ya.